Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm going to bring you a replay in the Kampfpanzer 50T, one of the best tier 9 tanks in the game, definitely one of the best tier 9 mediums. There's a lot of videos on this tank, and there will probably be a lot more. I'm going to be on Redshire this game, it's a standard battle, and I'm going to be platooned with Luke and Athena. Luke is going to be in his E50, and Athena is going to be in his WZ-111-14. Now, it's all tier 9s and 10s this game. I cannot remember if this was played during a +1 -1 event, or if it just happened to be a tier 9 and 10 game. There are 2 artillery, and on Redshire you'll have seen that over the past week I've uploaded a Batchat replay and a T95E6 replay on this map, involving good games and ace tankers. I'm on this map again, I'm in another medium tank, and this is going to be another ace tanker. I really like this map, especially in medium tanks, and you're going to see in all the games, including this one, I'm going to go to the middle of the map. Now, one thing I do want to point out is that Luke's playing the E50. It's a vehicle that's known for ramming people, so I'm a bit upset this game because my tank is not as good at ramming people. That doesn't mean I'm not going to try them, as you shall see later. But I will be grinding the E50 line eventually, and when I do, you can all believe you're going to see a lot of videos in it, including a lot of rams. Speaking of rams, our T54 Lightweight just ram killed the 1390, which I respect the fuck out of. I pop on the ridge, you get a quick shot into the Gorilla 15. And this game, I'm going to be fighting the mid-ridge again, but as always, I need to be very careful, because not only do they have artillery, it's an artillery platoon, so generally speaking, if one shoots at you, the other one's aiming at you as well. Now our guy at the other side of the map saying good game over where the heavies are, like, I mean, I can understand him being a little upset no one's going there, but it's just not as important a part of the map, in my opinion. Now, I'm trying to find shots in because I do have 9 degrees of gun depression. And unfortunately, I can barely see the E4. I've been spotted again, 6th sense is going off, so I'm going to start moving. And the enemy chieftain's actually gone to quite an interesting location. I don't quite have the gun depression for him. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to drive a little bit lower, and hopefully get somewhere where I can. However, that chieftain is platooned with a Super Conqueror, who, as you can see, I have spotted at the other side of that hill. So I'm currently thinking whether it's worth pushing up or not. So I'm looking at things like what teammates we have over here, behind us and supporting. The T-54 makes a very courageous peak at the top of that hill, and does get punished for it. And I'm spotted again, so as always, if you're spotted, there's artillery, start moving until your 6th sense goes off. Enemy under a giant gets absolutely shit on. And desperately trying to aim in as quick as possible on the enemy tank, because while I was spotted, I didn't want to sit still because I know they've got an E4 and a Gorilla 15. I didn't know if any of them could see me. The only good news is that the enemies only spawned in with 1 light tank, whereas we got 2. I mean, they did get extra tier 10s, but on a map like this, or on most maps, light tanks can be very influential if played properly and not just YOLO, and they don't just YOLO in like a noob. So the fact that their light tanks are dead and we still have 2 is quite a large benefit for it. Now, at the same time, they have a lot of tier 10 mediums, and mediums can do a decent scout job, and they also have a Batchat. E4 pops up, I'm trying to aim in, I get the tracking shot, but I don't damage him at the same time, but I do pick up a little bit of assistance. An ally then tracks the E4, and I do get a blind shot in at him. And I've been spotted again, so what do you do when you're spotting there's artillery? Start moving. I can't emphasize that enough. I got a nice little snapshot there into the Gorilla 15, I was not fully aimed. And then the Type 5 Heavy finishes the Gorilla off. And now they don't have any TDs left either, so the E4 and the Gorilla are dead, which is, not including the artillery, the big guns out of it. Well, that being the case, I've now decided now's the time to move up to where the Super Conk and the Chieftain is. Now, the Super Conk has the advantage in terms of hull down armor and gun depression and alpha damage. So, coming here is a bit risky. There's a 7-1 camping at the back. There's always someone at the back, I suppose, and if the TDs were on the mid-ridge, it had to be a heavy or medium. Now, you see the Super Conk picks up Athena, and right now I'm thinking what to do. And the T-95 E6 exposes himself, gets spotted, and I'm just going to slowly farm him. Because if I can clear these guys out, our team might be able to move. Still focusing on the T-95 E6, hoping to get one last shot off, and I do pick him up. I got rammed by a Leopard, I think, or maybe it was the RU-251. Which is not a problem. And right now it's just a bit of a clusterfuck right now, we're all just backing into each other. Interestingly enough, we're not as far ahead as I thought at this point in the game. Still could have on full hit points, I don't even think I've been shot yet. The Super Conqueror has moved back over here, and he's going to make the mistake of coming all the way over, and I get one shot in and he gets hit by artillery. So he was not playing carefully, taking into account the fact that artillery was in the game, and he paid the price for it. Now, I know some turn 7-1s at the back of the map, and I know artillery's probably back there. The T-54's upper plate was at such an angle because he was on a slope that I just couldn't pan it. I bounced off the Chieftain turret because I aimed that shot a bit poorly. Artillery's just fired, and taking into account the fact RT's just fired, and the team is pushing in, I'm going to go in. Now, I said earlier about I was going to try to ram. I was about to ram the T-54 there. I wouldn't have killed him, I don't think, but the Kranwagen ruined it. Now, I know he's just trying to think, like, you know, it's probably helping me and whatnot, but bit sad I missed out on that ram attempt. Right, 7-1. Get a very nice shot in the .33 accuracy into the tracks. And I know I couldn't pen that shot, but I thought I'll track him just in case a teammate can hit him, and that way I might get some assistance. Trying to keep him tracked. And the artillery just misses us. The good news is they only have one artillery now. And what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to go round, because the enemies are looking the other direction. I want to make sure there's not a STB-1 or something sneaking around. So I have asked the E4, I think it is, to follow me. Now, Commander 50T is AFK. However, he's spotting me, which is quite an issue. Especially with the 212A in play. STB-1's coming. The E4 behind me is with me now. And I bounced a heat cell the STB-1. And now I'm thinking about ramming the STB-1. Now, Luke's going in for the ram, and unfortunately misses. Seeing him go for a ram, and the fact I'm on full hit points, I've decided I'm going to give it a go. I tracked the 7-1, and then I think artillery might be reloaded soon. So I'm a bit wary. Artillery is just fired, as he just missed E4, so now I'm going for the ram. Going in. I get ammo rocked by the STB-1. I do basically fuck all damage, I think. And before I can get a shot in, Luke comes in and annihilates him. And that was a very good point of view to see that ram from. I had like the best seats in the house for that one. In sniper view and everything. And that's why I need an E50, so I can do things like that. The Commander 50T you would think is quite a heavy medium tank because it feels pretty well armoured, but I rammed the Vanguard in this once and only did 400 damage to it, so, you know, this thing it doesn't weigh as much as you might think. Spot the artillery. One shot in. Expose as little of my tank as possible. Luke's dealing with the 7-1. Grab the already kill, and I'm going to go in to help just in case Luke gets killed here. But Luke doesn't need my help, and he picks up the 7-1. So, Redshire in a medium tank again. This map, I very much like it. You have to be quite careful of artillery, and if you get this map without artillery, you're very lucky. But 77,000 credits profit, 5,200 damage, 2,200 assistance for over 7k combined, 2 kills, was an ace tanker, and puts me just below the second mark of excellence. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.